space, the universe, Earth, and the planets. All of these structures hold countless strange mysteries. Some mysterious events that occur in space can affect our planet and even reflect upon us. And the mysterious events that take place here on Earth are sometimes hidden by governments or simply remain unexplained. Especially on our planet, we often encounter such mysterious phenomena. However, even the smallest mysterious event coming from space can excite humanity more than anything else on Earth ever could. Today, we'll be talking about one of those strange signals from space and a series of mysterious events that have happened right here on Earth. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to support me, like the video so it can reach more people, and share your ideas in the comments for future video topics. Now, if you're ready, let's take a journey into the unknown. Our first mysterious event began on August 15, 1977, with a strange signal that came from deep space. At The Ohio State University, the Big Ear radio telescope detected an unusual signal. The astronomer on duty, Jerry R. Ammon, wrote "Wow" next to it on the datasheet. And since then, the signal has been known as the "Wow" signal. What made this signal remarkable was that it was very short but extremely powerful, lasting about 72 seconds, which matched the amount of time the Big Ear telescope could observe a signal from a fixed source as the sky moved overhead. In other words, the signal appeared as it passed through the telescope's narrow field of view. At the time, many media outlets sensationalized the story, claiming it was proof of contact with aliens. Of course, that was just exaggerated clickbait to gain attention and ratings. Still, the signal itself remained genuinely mysterious. The "Wow" signal came in at 1420 MHz, which is very close to the hydrogen line, a frequency considered to be a universal communication channel in the cosmos. Because hydrogen is the most common element in the universe, scientists believed that any intelligent civilization trying to communicate would likely use this frequency. Now, some researchers initially claimed that this signal might have a natural origin, possibly caused by some cosmic process. But scientists quickly pointed out that the signal was narrowband, meaning it wasn't a broad, noisy burst like one caused by an explosion or other natural event. It came in as a clean single frequency, much like an artificial transmission. On the data record, the signal's intensity was marked with the famous code 6EQUJ5, where the letter U represented the signal's peak strength. So what made this signal so fascinating and unforgettable? The main reason, according to many researchers, is the hydrogen frequency itself. If there's another intelligent civilization out there, they would also understand that hydrogen is the most common element in the universe, and they might use its frequency as a universal way to communicate. That's why the artificial signal theory sounds quite reasonable. Personally, I also find it logical. Think of it like this. Today, everyone on Earth uses the same messaging app for communication, whether for group chats, meetings, or long-distance talks. It has become our common frequency. In the same way, another civilization might be using hydrogen's frequency as the universal channel. Another strange part is that the signal was strong, narrowband, and never repeated. Despite numerous follow-up searches with different telescopes, it was never detected again. If it had been natural, we would have expected it to continue for a while or show residual signals. But there was nothing. It was as if someone sent it once and then went silent forever. Now, let's briefly look at the theories and possibilities. The artificial origin theory is the most logical one due to the signal's frequency and characteristics. Another idea involves natural cosmic sources like pulsars or hydrogen masers. But those typically produce broadband, repeating signals, unlike the "Wow" signal. Some researchers suggested radio interference or signal reflection from Earth-based transmitters, but the Big Ear team ruled this out. The signal's origin and behavior matched something coming from deep space, not Earth. So, as you can see, no theory has been able to fully explain what the "Wow" signal really was or where it came from. Personally, I believe the artificial signal hypothesis makes the most sense. Perhaps one day we'll uncover the truth. But the "Wow" signal isn't the only event that has puzzled scientists. For instance, astronomers have also detected powerful, narrowband radio bursts coming from Venus's atmosphere. These signals were first noticed during the late Cold War era, around the 1970s and 80s, with the Soviet Venera missions and NASA's Pioneer Venus program. Later, missions like ESA's Venus Express and NASA's Parker Solar Probe also detected similar radio emissions. These bursts usually occur in Venus's upper atmosphere or ionosphere, possibly due to electrical discharges or plasma interactions. However, some still speculate that these could be artificial in origin. While that's unlikely, it's still fascinating. Because if a nearby planet were capable of sending such artificial signals, we'd expect them to be continuous and consistent. Unfortunately, they're not, leaving yet another mystery unsolved. There are many people who find it strange that scientists have different opinions on these topics. But guys, this is actually perfectly normal, because the data we have is very limited. Every scientist doesn't have the same instruments, the same level of technology, or the same research capabilities, and the information we have about these signals is honestly very restricted. In my opinion, unlike the first signal we talked about, this one is completely natural and originates from Venus's atmosphere. Venus has a very active atmosphere when it comes to radioactivity. Also, radio frequencies are a major area of curiosity for scientists because, as you know, we're constantly searching for other intelligent life forms or civilizations out there, and the easiest way to detect them is through radio frequencies. For example, we ourselves continuously send radio signals into space, hoping that if an advanced civilization exists somewhere out there, they might be able to detect us. When we came to the year 2020, astronomers detected another strange narrowband signal, this time from Proxima Centauri, the closest star system to us. The signal, called BLC-1, was picked up by the Parkes Radio Telescope in Australia. Its narrow bandwidth, stable frequency, and direction immediately caught researchers' attention. Because of these features, the signal looked very similar to an artificial transmission, possibly of intelligent origin. Although scientists didn't publicly reveal all the details, they later suggested that it was most likely caused by human-made interference. Still, during the weeks following its discovery, both scientists and the public were extremely excited, because the signal matched the exact profile of what an extraterrestrial transmission would look like. As you can see, my friends, there have been dozens of mysterious radio signals that have puzzled scientists, starting with the WOW signal itself. None of them alone prove the existence of aliens, but events like the WOW signal remain fascinating precisely because they have never been fully explained. Every year, thousands of new radio signals are detected in space, but none are as intriguing as the WOW signal. Most, like the ones from Venus, turn out to be naturally occurring phenomena. Still, astronomers continue to carefully study radio waves from space, because who knows? Maybe one day, a truly advanced civilization will send us a signal and we'll experience something beyond our imagination. But for now, even including the WOW signal, there's no solid evidence that any of these radio signals prove the existence of extraterrestrial life. Still, I'm sure that many of you, just like me, get incredibly excited every time we hear about something like this. I truly hope that our generation will be the first to discover another intelligent species out there. I'm eagerly waiting for that day. Unfortunately, that's all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really love connecting with people who share the same curiosity and excitement as I do. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment so we can discuss more in the comments section, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel if you want to support me. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves and goodbye.